All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier self hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So, this is truly a beautiful time and space to be in, even as I'm now reflecting on the day that was, the fact that yesterday was a day of no work, at least officially. Um, if I just focus for a moment on my own experience, I can tell you that this was a formula, this was a framework that I was looking for quite a while. And having now figured out that Saturday is my Sunday and Sunday is my Monday, um, I'm amazed at the way things are shaping up. In fact, earlier today, I just wrapped up my Sunday workshop, which is called Mera Number Kab Aayega. And we had an absolutely amazing group of people who showed up, people who participated, people who asked engaged questions. And, it, watching them, listening to them, just, it truly warms my heart because I know that there are people like me out there that are looking for answers, that are wanting to feel more engaged, more, feel much better. And, you know, it doesn't matter what their life experiences have been till now. It's the fact is now they are willing to and open to the idea of changing. So in today's the topic for today's pod is truly all about, the art, the ability, the willingness to allow, and listening to some of their stories, listening to the kind of ahas that people are starting to have as they continue to practice self hypnosis. And, I'm seeing this pattern also now amongst my clients, amongst my students who are in my coaching academy. Um, what seems to be, I won't say singular, but what seems to keep repeating is that they're all starting to notice that because they are being more present, they are practicing being more present. Um, there is a certain allowingness that is happening. And when they are allowing, they are starting to experience miracles in their own life. And, this has been my premise all along because that was what I started to practice in my own life. And, having been on this journey now as a digital coach, of course, pre-COVID, it was primarily a coach. And then it, started to morph into this role where today, most of us, especially, as my regular viewer, listener, and watcher, and uh, that this is your reality as well, right? If you are a digital creator, if you're a digital coach, somewhere you're on this journey of self-discovery. And, maybe you've already tried a lot and a lot of things have, quote unquote, failed. But in its failing, you've learned to recognize certain things. You've learned to recognize yourself. You've learned to notice who you really are. And in doing so, um, you know, you're, I'm sure you're noticing that you're now more and more willing to let go. Now, if this is something that sounds familiar to you, then you're already on the way. And maybe if this is something that is new to you, meaning that you've tried a lot and you failed a lot, and you're at that point in your life where, it's like way back in the, what was it? I think the 90s, there used to be this Kit Kat ad which said, give me a break, right? So maybe you've reached that point where you're just asking for that break and you're like, I've tried a lot, I failed and failed and failed. Now I really want, like, I'm ready to succeed. And I can tell you that this has been my journey as well over these last so many years. And the more I was willing to and allowing myself to fail has now brought me to this point where I recognize that a lot of the success has come because of the allowing. And, if you're as a digital coach, if you've been waiting to hear this, for somebody to understand what you're going through and to recognize that, whatever you've done so far, if it's not working, it's okay, right? And the more you start to allow, the more, these wonderful things start to show up. So I can definitely tell you that um, you're fortunate to, and I truly believe that, you like me are blessed to be a coach. You're blessed to be a digital coach. And this could be, you could be looking at one or several of these streams, right? The 5 streams are health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, and purpose. And regardless of which area or domain, as they call it, that you're looking at, it doesn't matter. I mean, regardless of that, the point is that you have been blessed to be able to help others who are on this journey. And in doing so, what's really important is that when you allow yourself to change, when you allow yourself and you're willing to work on your own personal um, beliefs. Because here's the thing, right? If you've already invested in tools, technology, and in mentors, but somehow when you look at your bank balance, it's not adding up. I can definitely tell you that what is missing is this, right? Your own working on your personal beliefs, and especially working to improve and to build on having positive personal beliefs. When you do that, you'll start to notice that things actually change. So, if this is something that you want to explore further and really be able to grow in this space, um, you know, that's the reason why I've created this workshop, which is called Mera Number Kab Aayega. And this is happening on Sunday at 11 a.m. So, please treat this as your invite. Of course, it is a paid program, so you will be able to find the link at the in the description. In case you're not able to locate it, just if you've got this far and you're listening to this message, just drop me a personal message and I will share the link with you. And I really do look forward to seeing you here because you know I can say one thing, having been on this journey now for 21 years, that there is there is a turnaround coming, right? If you've been missing something, this is that moment where things start to shift. And I'm not, don't just take my word for it. I've seen my clients go through it. I've seen my students go through it. And I myself have been, seeing this more and more literally every single day. So I really do look forward to seeing you live. And, and because, of course, we are using the power of self hypnosis, and it's my pleasure. It's my honor to be able to teach you this. And if you get a lot of value out of that first session and you want to continue, there is a very, very simple path. Now, of course, there is a Easter egg or a surprise which I will talk to you about when you do show up live. So I definitely look forward to seeing you there. As always, if I can help you in any way, just reach out and let me know. And last but not the least, remember to live with purpose. So I look forward to seeing you in the next pod. And as you probably know, or in case you didn't, I do these pods every single day. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. All the best. God bless. And catch you soon.